Hello everyone, welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Let's try to see what is the main energy for today. Okay, we have here the Eight of Swords. Something is causing you anxiety right now, and you do not know the complete picture. And somehow, whatever this thing that is causing you anxiety, you find it difficult to move freely. What I mean about difficult to move freely, it's as if you are afraid that whatever you're going to do might worsen the situation, something like that. There is a certain insecurity right now, and for some of you, you feel alienated at this moment. The thing here is it somehow it makes you feel uh, gives you a lot of anxieties. Yeah, so this is what we have, and it can be also that some people are talking behind you, and you by intuition are aware, become somehow sense it, or you somehow sense it by intuition, and so it worsens the situation for you. Now let's try to see how this will further unfold. Well, it seems that what follows is the card of the magician, and it seems that the universe is trying to tell you, don't worry, everything that you need in order to solve the situation, you already have. The important thing is to get in touch with the divine, get in touch with your spirit guides, get in touch with the universe. When you look at the magician, he is guided by the presence of the divine, which can be symbolized by the infinity sign on top of his head. He is also raising his hand as if asking the divine or the sublime to bless all the instruments he needs for the journey. Or so it's like the instruments here. When you look at the table, there is the sword, the cup, the pentacles, and the wand. Now all these symbolizes somehow the four aspects of our person: our spirit, our mind, our heart, and our body. So it seems like everything that you need in the journey you have. If you are having a crisis right now, you have the capacity to solve it. Just listen to the guidance coming from the universe, and the talents that you have received, the gifts that you still constantly receive from the divine, will allow you to make it through this. Even if it's now a mystery, sooner or later, with the guidance of the universe or with the guidance from your higher self, you will be able to slowly understand the situation, and you will be able to find peace. Now let's try to see what is the advice of the universe. There will be some choices. So you will be making some choices. The important thing is to make the right one. Now you see here, when you look at the Seven of Cups, some of the choices are beneficial and some of the choices are not too beneficial. Some of the choices is a relationship, maybe another one is that of taking care of yourself. The snake can symbolize healing. It can symbolize also temptation. There's a cup with a monster looking creature, which can symbolize maybe a certain shadow part of yourself if you would try to use it also. There is also a laurel, which can symbolize success. So there are a lot of choices, and whatever choice you will make, some of them might not be as good as the others. The important thing is making the right choice. Now, sometimes what happens is, if there are a lot of choices, we might end up unable to make one because of paralysis by analysis. Now, the challenge here is make the choice a work in progress. Make the choice as a working working decision, a working plan. So you try something, and if you realize along the way it's not working, then you open yourself to the possibility of trying other things. So it can be a trial and error process also. So the important thing there is to be open and be humble enough to accept if you commit a wrong, if you commit a mistake, if you make a wrong choice. Uh, we because everything is still a mystery for you right now. The important thing is you have a lot of choices before you. Now you can try one and then another one until finally you will realize which one is the best choice. So uh, don't immediately commit yourself to something. Try to weigh things well. Try to weigh things for a moment, and sooner or later, through experience, you will know which one is the better choice. But as you make your choices, also, it's good to listen to your higher self, because there are certain things that we do not see right now, but the divine sees everything. So it's good also to allow ourselves to be guided by the Spirit. If a door is closed, look for open windows. If you commit a mistake, just say, I'm sorry, I begin again, I continue with the journey. So this is what we have for our tarot reading. I hope that it has helped you at your present life situation, especially for those for whom this reading resonates at this time. Now let's go to the second part, which is the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, the message comes from Pablo Picasso. And the message is, everything you can imagine is real. So, if you can conceptualize it, then it must be possible. If you can dream it, then it can be reachable. The important thing here, I guess, with the message is, if there's something that is burning inside you that you are really inspired to try, then go for it. Reach for your dream. Don't be afraid. Let go of the anxieties. When we look at the tarot card reading, we had as the first card the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is a person who is in anxiety about something that is not yet very clear for her. So when we look at it, it can be also a dream, an inspiration. And at this time, maybe for some of you, you have an inspiration that you want to attain or achieve. But the uncertainty of the success makes you, immobilizes you, and makes you anxious, gives you, or robs you of peace within. Well, if it is an inspiration and you feel it is something that is beautiful and it's something that will benefit you and others, then don't hesitate. Give it a try. Reach for it. It's better to try to do something and to fail rather than not having tried at all. So if something inspires you, give it a try. And also try to see, sometimes it helps also, the things that cause us anxiety or the things that we worry about, a big portion of those things that we worry about do not really happen. So the best approach that we can do is to think, what is the worst thing that can happen if I reach for this dream? And then you just accept, okay, that's the worst thing that can happen. I accept that as a possibility. And go and reach for your dream. Now, if ever along the way, the worst that you expected happened, then you just tell yourself, well, I expected it already to happen, so I'm not surprised anymore. But if things get better, then it's a bonus. So somehow, in a certain sense, that's the same thing also. The important aspect there is that you gave it a try. You reach for your dream. If you reach for the star, you might make it to the moon. So when you reach high, when you reach for your dream, who knows, good things You might not reach the stars, but you'll make it to the moon. So that's it for today. I hope that it has helped you at your present life situation. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.